Hey there, Cameron here with the C Butters channel, and today we're taking a look at the Acer Spin 11. And this is a brand new device, and it has some unique features. It's a Chromebook, but it does have an Intel Celeron CPU, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and a 32 gigabyte eMMC. It has the capability to spin around into a tablet mode, which is not unique to this class, but it's still not something you always see when you're looking at Chromebook devices. The other unique features that this has is it comes with a stylus, and it's a fill by Wacom. So you'd expect that to be pretty good, but we'll get into that in a minute here. It also, well, this one is the sparkly silver version, and it came with a bag, a charger, obviously USB-C, and a little carrying case that has a little pen in it, which was a nice touch. And the entire package, the retail price is $349.99, but this was found on Best Buy's website for $309, which is a pretty good deal. Now, my personal intent for using this device was to give it to my daughter so she could use kind of a more traditional style laptop to learn typing and things like that. But at the same time, kids love their Play Store apps. So I wanted her to have the feel of a computer that could be used for real tasks with a keyboard and learn, programming and different things like that, and Minecraft and word processing and real work without, you just get the little basic 7-inch tablet and it's just all games and no learning sometimes. So I thought this was a better choice, and I wanted to use that in conjunction with the Family Link that Google set up, and Chrome is now compatible with that. The problem is the Chromebooks aren't fully compatible with those features. You can use it, but it just ends up restricting everything, and you can't install any Play Store apps at all. So my plan was thwarted. Although future updates are coming that should allow the device to take full advantage of that Family Link setup, where you can kind of restrict how much time they're spending on the device, and they can't just download whatever app they want. They have to request permission from a parent. So that will be coming at some point, but it's not there yet. So I had to give a full access account for now to make this work for her. But I wanted to just go over the device and show you how, it's pretty slick. Yeah, if you look at the size of the device, it is very similar to, that's almost exactly the same size as a Surface Pro. So it's not the smallest device. We've looked at things like the Yoga Book and things like that, which are very small. This is lightweight. It actually has a really soft touch paint that seems to be very durable. The sparkly sheen on it is quite nice. It has everything you'd expect out of a Chromebook in 2018, a budget Chromebook. It's got USB-C and a standard USB 3 port there, Kensington lock, volume up and down, and both sides support USB-C. And you can charge off of either side. You can see the little charging dashes there, which is really neat because most laptops you got to choose one side or the other, but this will actually charge off of either over that USB-C. So you literally have 4 USB ports, which is very nice. This is your headphone jack and micro SD card, and then power toggle right there. On the underneath, you've got some rubberized pads that are very tacky, and it makes it pretty nice. And you've got your almost Lenovo-ish hinges there. I wonder if they got any royalties or patents on this design, because they were kind of the first people to do it, and everyone's followed suit. But it will flip around, and in the tablet mode, it has, I mean, it's not the most flush design there, but it's not bad either. And then you've got your power button at the top there when you're using tablet mode, but I mean, obviously you can switch it any which way. Another cool feature that this Spin 11 device has is it supposedly has a really durable keyboard that will accept spills and still drain out the bottom. So a lot of these Chromebooks have been designed to be very rugged. And so one of the downsides that I see to this device is the resolution. You're dealing with, I mean, it's so funny, you have cell phones and 7-inch tablets that have super high resolutions, but you get to something that's actually a little bit bigger, and it always tends to have that 1366 by 768 resolution, which is adequate for something like this, and you gotta keep your costs down somewhere. So that's the situation that this device is in, and that's okay. You know, it's not the best, but it's okay. But one of the major things that I wanted to look at was this stylus, because you would think with Wacom, you're like, wow, that should be fairly nice. And let's go ahead and take a look. There is this app called My Script Calculator, and let's go ahead and try to write something. So if I write, well, this is actually a calculator. You can do calculations. What's the square root of 2? And it will convert things for you. Let's try that again. I didn't like what I did before. Yeah, so it's a really cool application. And the first time, I think the software update fixed some things, because initially, if you tried to write on this device, it would lag quite a bit. It would put little dashes between all of the writing that you tried to do. It was really not a good experience at all. But after a software update that ran, it seems to be doing quite well in apps that support writing. So if we go to create a note, and I'm doing this at arm's length to allow for the camera to be in front of me here, but you can, I'll show you. It's not the best writing experience, but there's very little jitter effects, as you can see there. There's very little latency. So it actually does a really good job with this stylus. The downside is there's nowhere to put it, except the bag that it came with has a little slot for it, which helps, but it actually does not have anywhere to put this on the device itself, which, okay, no, a lot of people aren't giving us that. Even Surface Pros didn't do that for a long time until they started going the loop and then the magnetic, which is actually a pretty good solution at this point. But yeah, the writing is really good. It is not a lightweight, I mean, I wouldn't go out and buy this for a lightweight note-taking device by any means, but if you want something that has Wacom on it, this is I mean, you're limited by software, but the hardware in and of itself is quite good. And you can load up Microsoft apps on this, including OneNote, which I probably ought to pull down so we can take a look. There it is, right there. Let's go ahead and put that on to get a feel for that. So in general, the Android apps on Chromebook work really well, and especially with 4 gigs of RAM and the higher powered Celeron processor, it does not have many issues at all with running anything. I think there's been maybe a few poorly coded apps, game apps that my daughter's installed on this that have not run, but nothing important or high level. I don't know if that makes sense, but almost everything she tried runs quite well. And one of the things that's pretty cool is when you're in the keyboard mode, it removes any pop-up keyboards, but when you flip over into tablet mode, you get a full screen area, and you start getting on-screen keyboards, which is really nice. It works really well. It's good that Google has joined the Play Store into their Chromebook environment, because it definitely helps the ecosystem. Let's see where our OneNote's at. So let's open up OneNote. And you gotta love that flip feature. So there you go. We're definitely doing not too bad in OneNote. Trying to tell if we've got any pressure sensitivity in here. It doesn't look like we do. I haven't come across any apps that actually show any inkling of pressure sensitivity in the things that I've tried on this, but that's not to say it's not possible. But at this point in the game, I'm not seeing anything there. But pretty neat little device. So when you're in the app mode, all you have to do is drag down from the top, and you get kind of like a Windows-ish close, and that's how you close out of your Play Store apps if you're not running native Chromebook applications. And when you're in the desktop mode, all of your notifications that you'd normally have across the top of a device, they all show here in the taskbar. So all in all, the Spin 11 is a very solid choice if you're looking into a Chromebook. What I'd really like to see on this device is for them to gear up that Family Link component so it actually works, because it's useless at this point. And for someone trying to break into, kind of like the kids device, it's an education sector, it's really seems like a pretty big, I mean, it's not an oversight because they're working on it, but it doesn't look good when your major draw to the device doesn't actually work. So I can see lots of parents who want to use that Family Link feature being just disappointed that they can't use it, and then end up just giving full privileges to their kids, which isn't great either. So anyways, all in all, very impressive device. Battery life is quite good. You know, my daughter will use this a few hours a day and doesn't have to charge it for a week. And when you do need to charge it, you've got those really nice USB-C ports, which are super great. And I mean, if I didn't have a Surface Pro, this isn't too bad to be carrying around, literally, with Office apps. So it definitely is not. I mean, it's not a Windows PC for those who are into gaming, things like that. I shouldn't go that far. But if I just needed a simple device to note take, this would definitely do okay. Although it's not nearly the lightest form factor that you might want for something like that, but it's a pretty solid design and a pretty solid choice. And I can see Google tightening a few things up around the software and making this a really compelling choice for people in the market for a device like this for their kids and for education purposes. So anyways, thanks for watching. I really appreciate everything that that I get on this channel, all the comments and contributions. I hope I'm helping you guys out by providing some insight into these devices and letting you take a good look at them before you purchase them for yourselves. And thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.